Hello there everyone, how you going? I hope you're good. Solar Scyther here with what will be my first, well, tutorial video. Might be putting it a bit too across the line there because, people probably know this already. But I'm doing this because there's some that don't. So, in today's video, what I will be showing is my preferred route of traversing the Isle of Armor to efficiently farm for apricorns. As I said before, this isn't a particularly new concept. This is something that plenty of people have done already. And in fact, the basis for my route originally comes from The Domination on YouTube, so go check out their channel. And a Reddit map that was shared on that video. So I will put a link in the description to said, well, I should probably link The Domination as well, because it's only fair, right? Give citation where appropriate. But also a link to the map for the Apricorn girl locations, which we'll come on to very shortly. So, the way I go about things is, well, I'm here on the Isle of Armor, but this isn't actually where I tend to start, because there's a few different places where we can actually find apricorns. The Isle of Armor, of course, was the first place we could find them, but it wasn't the last, because the Crown Tundra also has a few spots. So to keep things nice and simple, the first thing I do is head over to the Snowslide Slope, because we want to have a chat with the Watt Trader there, as shall become clear right now. Because this fella, in the highlight, can offer... Oh, I'm Admirizer on this occasion, but he can offer, or they can offer, a variety of apricorns, as well as even sometimes some red Poké Balls. So they're always worth a visit at the start of your apricorn farm. Then, we're going to go somewhere else. We're going to head on off to the Dino Tree Hill. Because, again, every day, items on the ground spawn, which are, in fact, apricorns. So it's worth having a look here, keeping an eye out for any sparkles. Oh, there's one. Let's start off with the green. There's a white. And another white one. And, essentially, keep going around the tree. I mean, there's a limited number that spawn. So this isn't something that you can just spend all day doing. They don't regenerate as far as I know. So this is very much a once and done affair. But you can get a fair few around here, so, you know, it's worth taking advantage. There's another. And another. And you get the idea at this point. I am, of course, going to complete my run here because I want to show you just how long it takes to complete the run here. Oh, there's another. Marvellous. I think that's going to be all of them, if not most. Didn't see any up at this part here. So that covers the tree. So that's all that I do down here. We'll then go to the Isle of Armor, where we can... Well, there's two things we need to do here. The first thing is limited, and that is gather all the trees. And you can see one on the left there, but don't start on the left because there's a cheeky one to the right down here. Now, what you'll also see, well, what I'll try and point out as we go through, is I'll point out where the apricorn ladies can spawn, because there's all sorts of locations, as you'll see from the map. And, oh, okay, yeah, so my capture card doesn't actually like... Hang on, alright, couple of technical difficulties there. My my capture card does not like the green that they've used in Pokémon Sword and Shield. It does have issues. And yeah, it's coming back again, so we'll get past this part nice and quickly, shall we? Because this is quite bad. Alright, there we go. So I only go to the point where it starts shaking quite aggressively, and then we can move on. So, the apricorn lady can spawn around here, up against the cliff edge there. So that's one location. Again, you'll see from the map, but this all forms part of the route. So as long as you follow the route and you look out for the brown-haired apricorn lady, not the blonde-haired one, it's got to be the brown-haired one, because the blonde-haired one would like to do some trades with you, that are not what we're here to do. So again, we're going to do the same. So the next tree is just past that rock there. But, again, the apricorn lady can spawn on the beach here. So it's worth checking out here. And also around this rock as well, I believe. So I'll take a quick look around here before I go for the tree. And again, this forms part of the Apricorn Lady farming route. Oh, yep, hey, where is Skeeter? Follow me there. This bridge is another place where the Apricorn Lady can spawn, usually on this right side there, facing out to the water. And we'll head up to the next tree, which is just up here and to the right. 3, 2, 1, there it is. Now, this is also going to be a problem with the capture card, so please bear with. Right, on to... Oh, yeah, there we go, yeah. See what I mean? Capture card. I don't know what it is with that. Maybe... I don't want to get another one, but, well. Right, so, there are a few more trees in the Soothing Wetlands. That covers everything for the Fields of Honour. That's everything in that area in terms of the trees. But it still falls part of the route when it comes to then going after the Apricorn Ladies that spawn indefinitely. So, next I'll go to this tree. Okay, that's now starting to shake a bit more regularly, so... We'll go on to the next one, which is just here. And what I'll do, so this first run through is going to be picking up the trees and also keeping an eye out for the Apricorn Ladies. But then I'll show you as well what a run is like just looking for the Apricorn Ladies, so you can see what the farming route would look like. Oh, there she is! Right next to a tree. So this is another place that she can spawn. And of course, for 100 watts, a measly 100 watts, she'll give you 4 randomly coloured apricorns. Of course, it's all the same colour. So if you put them all together, you get a chance at the rare ball, and then of course the ultra rare, which in this case would be a safari ball for all the same colour. Now, that kind of level of shaking is fine. We should be able to get another one out of it. Yep, and again, that's fine. And I think we're good still. Yeah, we're still going. You see, that's a bit too quick now, so we'll go with that. Otherwise, a Squaver or something else will fall out. And, in all likelihood, steal the apricorns that you were trying to get in the first place. Now, the Apricorn Lady can spawn around here as well. I think there's a few different spots in this general area. For example, here, by this tree, near to this tree as well. And also, we go around here, and sure enough, here's another place she can spawn, right there. Now, interestingly, I think she spawns in 2 locations at any one time, so you've got a good chance of finding her on your route, and then every time you speak to her, both instances of the Apricorn Lady respawn randomly across the island. But they do this indefinitely. So you can just keep on going around and picking up apricorns. The trees, of course, respawn once a day, but the lady respawns all the time. So you can that way, if you really want to, you can just spend your entire day just doing that. I'm not entirely sure if that's a great way to spend your day, but that is a possibility. If you really want to farm for those rare Pokeballs, then that is going to be your way. Okay, I've never seen her spawn on this beach, this section here, but she can spawn here. I've never seen it yet. On here. We're going to go across the water here, because another place she can spawn is on this little headland here. There she is. Perfect timing. Alright, so let's go sailing. Oh, 4 black apricorns. Excellent. Thank you very much. Off she respawns once again. Now, you'd think, oh look, there's a tree. My top tip, ignore the tree here, because it's only usually... I'll show you. I think it's usually only Quallot berries. But I've never had an apricorn from this, so I usually ignore it. Yeah, look, there you go. Quallot. More Quallot. Oh, and guess what? More Quallot berries. And he got some more? Yeah, you get the idea, right? So, yeah, great. Never have I ever received apricorns from that tree. So, my top tip is ignore that one, just to see if the lady's on the headland. If she isn't, head back over to the beach, over here, and go back through the cave. Because there are 2 spawn points in the cave that the Apricorn Lady can spawn in, at least on the route out to this section here. And if you're particularly lucky, she might spawn in both at the same time. So one spot is just where this Chansey is, or just behind this Chansey, just here. And the other, of course, is here. So that's what our 4th Apricorn Lady we've seen so far. We're nowhere near completing on the route here, so there's quite a few we've had already. Of course, does she respawn behind? No. Chansey just ran away to where that lady would have been if she spawned there. So it was risky boosting in this area because they pop up very quickly and in large numbers. Right, so we're back onto Challenge Beach. A slight detour there. Now, again, an Apricorn Lady can spawn around this outcrop here. I think it's usually around this area, this section here. But we've also got 2 trees, so we'll grab this one first, then we'll go onto the beach to get the next one. Okay, there is a black apricorn there, so we'll bank this when it gets to a point where it's shaking quite violently. Not yet. We can keep going. And again. Come on, more than one. Yeah, there we go. Right. That'll do. 5 black apricorns out of that one. Not bad at all. Alright, so then there's the tree on the beach here. Free money. Alright, what are you going to give us? Oh, a blue one. Cool. Okay, never mind. So just one blue apricorn from that one, but hey, it's one more than we would have had anyway. So, another spot the Apricorn Lady can spawn is along this beach here, in all sorts of different places. So it's best to go along the very shoreline there, just to see. She can also spawn around this part of the shoreline. And in this little nook here, she can spawn there, so that's worth checking as part of your route. As well as also around this rock. Nope, not there. So, we're now going to go into the Forest of Focus. And we are beginning to get towards the end of the normal route. Apricorns often spawn in that item location there, so it's worth checking all the item drops here to see if any of these happen to be apricorns. As well as also tree. Oh, okay, that's shaking straight away. There's a risk that a Squovit could come down and steal away the apricorn, so I'm not going to risk it. Alright, well, you're not proving me right so far, okay? So here's another spot the Apricorn Lady can spawn, as you can tell, because look, she's here. So we'll say hello. 4 blue apricorns, thank you. Alright, then there's a tree here, and the lady can spawn just here as well to give you another 4 apricorns for 100 watts. So we'll grab the tree as we're here. Ooh, a red and a yellow this time. That's more like it. Ooh, alright, that's quite violently shaking once more, so let's not be risking any more than that. And we'll go back across the bridge. Oh, hello. Sorry about that, folks. Another... Oh, that's an interesting noise. What was that? Anyway. Again, more greenery going on, so there's a risk that the capture card will start shouting at me. White apricorn on the ground. There we go. See? Told you they could spawn on the ground. Right, yeah. And they took all the citrus berries that I really don't care too much about away. This big mushroom. Tiny mushroom this time. The apricorn lady can spawn here, sometimes on the left here, and sometimes where that amogus is hanging out. Sometimes around here, so this bit's always worth checking out for. We've got another berry tree here, which we'll grab. That's for there. Again, your preference might vary, depending on, well, you'll see the other trees in this area shortly. But this is just the route I tend to take. Alright, that's getting a bit aggressive. Let's leave that. So we're going to go back on ourselves, down to this tree, where the cramrant's hanging out. Okay. Oh, there we go. Nice triple drop there. Perfect. Another triple. Yeah, keep going, tree. Come on. What you got? Oh, no. We're done. That's getting too risky now. 4 blue, 1 red, 1 green, 1 white. It's a nice spread of apricorns there. Right, we're going to go back across this bridge now. Again, the apricorn lady can spawn on this bridge. I think it's usually on this side. So she can spawn there. She can also spawn on the right here. In this little section, so it's always worth checking. She's not there, of course, right now. So we're going to go up and grab another tree, which is hiding just up here. So let's go grab that one. Yeah, I don't usually have a lot of luck with this one. It seems quite reluctant to give you more than a couple before it starts shaking aggressively, so never mind. Right, now that that's out of the way, carrying on. So on the right here is another tree, and again we can find another spawn point for the apricorn lady. But we'll just nab what's in the tree here. Alright, not going to risk losing the black apricorn, because of course that is so likely to happen. Okay, now, as we said before, an apricorn lady can spawn back here. We know she's not there because we haven't found her again since we found her on that first bridge. But if you do happen to find her in the forest, it's worth coming back here. And then, yes, thank you, Pikachu. It's then worth going back on yourself because, again, some of the random item drops, particularly up against the trees and randomly there, can give you more apricorns. Yeah, I've been proven wrong 2 out of 3 times here. And a Pokeball. Alright, so not this occasion, but yeah, sometimes you can find a cheeky apricorn or 2 there as well, in the forest. You really want to provide the mushrooms today, don't you? Alright, so we are nearly done in terms of the trees. There's only one more tree that I tend to check, because as far as I know, there's only one more tree that can actually give you anything. But what I do as part of the apricorn lady route check is I come down here. So I understand she can spawn around about by this tree and by this rock, and definitely on the beach here. Oh look! Look who it is! 4 red apricorns. Alright, thank you. Now she can spawn a bit further on the beach as well, down at this corner, but she's not there. Alright. She can also spawn either side of this tree here, front or back, and against this rock. She's not there right now. So then, again, we have now checked all of the tree. Well, actually, no, I said there's one more tree still. I haven't gone there just yet. But we're also continuing the rest of the apricorn lady route. And again, I will do another run through the apricorn lady route when we're not checking trees. So there are 2 places in the Pot Bottom Desert that she can spawn in, just as well, because it's a big old place. There's one of them, and the other is over by this tree on the left. So we'll speak to her here. Yeah, she might be able to spawn in other places, but this is all form part of my route. Just to keep this nice and concise, you know. A nice routine, something, you know, sort of relaxing, you know, it's easy to learn and follow, and because you can spawn in more than one location, chances are you'll catch at least one of her spawns on this route. Now, she can also spawn in this tunnel, more often than not, pretty much where that Cubone here just spawned, just around here. So she can spawn in the tunnel too, and because we've just forced a respawn, it's worth double checking around by the rock that's coming up here. Oh look, see? Right there. Perfect. Another 4 pink apricorns. Thank you. Not by the tree that time. So we're now going to head on to the final tree that I'll be checking as part of my route. She can spawn right here by this tree. Perfect. It's like she knew I was going to say that. Thank you. 4 white ones. Okay. So the last tree that I will check is over here. Now again, this bridge is another spawn point for Milady. But we're going to grab this tree. Now, this usually has cobra berries, but it can have the odd apricorn as well. Cobra and key. It's worth risking it. Alright, never mind. Just in the interest of brevity, that's probably going to force a Squovit or Applin spawn. So let's finish off the route, and then we'll do a full run of the Apricorn Lady farming route. So another spot she could spawn is under this lantern here. Just here. She's not there right now, of course. So we're going to then head down into the cave. And there's a few different spots she can spawn in here. Usually around here. I think that's sometimes on this little bridge bit here. And then on this causeway. I don't think it's a causeway. She can spawn on the right side of the causeway there. She's not there, of course. We've gone straight past. And then the last spot on the route, well, actually, notice the penultimate spot is by this rock. Which is, of course, not there right now. And then the final spot that I check on my route is by this tree. Now, I have seen her here before, but recent weeks, she hasn't been there at all. So I'll now go to the start point. Oh, that was close. Nearly ran into that whooper. Just spawn so suddenly. Okay, so I'm going to head back to the start, and I'm going to take us through a full run from start to finish. Just to show you what the... Well, I mean, we can see what the literal fruits of the labour would be. Oh, she's not down there, alright. Okay. So I'll head back down to what is ostensibly the start. Right here. And I'll show you... So, I've been doing this route for about 3 weeks now. And over the course of said 3 weeks, you know, once a day, I'm not, you know, spending a million hours doing this, but as you'll see, there's a fair few apricorns there. 291 red, 233 blue, 312 yellow, 299 green, 259 pink, 269 white, and 311 black apricorns. So it's quite fruitful, pun intended. So let's see how many we can get in a single run of this particular farming route, just out of interest. And also for, you know, timing purposes. Not that I have a timer, but hey, let's go. So, we'll start off going down to the right, because she can spawn just here. She's not here. Alright, we'll come back on ourselves. Dodge all the slowpokes, and the starmies, and the kingmillers that are very aggressive, because she can spawn here on the beach. She's not here. So, around the rock, she's not on the rock. She's not standing there. So, on we go. I'm going to be making liberal use of the boost for, again, literal speed. So, I'm going to go fast. Ignoring that random spawn. So, the next place we go is straight across the swamps to... next to this tree. She's not there. Alright. Next place she could be is going to be along this cliff edge, way behind the tree. She's not there. She's not there. What about by the tree? No, she's not by the tree, so we'll cross over. We'll go and check the cave. More boost. Okay, 1 and 2 spots. She's not in the cave. Meanwhile, she will have respawned a couple of times as we found her along the way. Not seeing her on the beach here. So we'll go and have a look at the headland. She's not there, so we go back again. Wonder who that was chasing me, but it's playing Pokemon in the water. Ah, wear a skid, what you like. Okay, more boosts, because we want the speed. Now, an alternative here is you could... Oh, should have gone for the cheetahs that were glowing, never mind. You should, or you could, rather, fly to the tower and go back on yourself from there. That's an entirely personal choice. As I'm on the biker figure, I'll go and have a look-see. Oh, look, there she is! There we go, right, next one. So, that's the first one on the run. So that is 4 red. Alright, now, is she on the beach now? She's not here. So So we'll boost on the beach and see if we see her. Yep, there we go. There's the second iteration. Or, second iteration. Apricorn Lady, Mark II. That's 4 white. Okay, so that's 8 apricorns so far on this run. Is she now over here? That's a lot of stars spawning at once. It's a bit intimidating, can't lie. Okay, she's not around the rocks, so now we go into the forest to focus. And we have a look for the spots here. So I'm going to dive up here and check in the bridge. She's not on the bridge. Is she in the corner here? So she'll be here. She's not there. Alright. We'll check to see if she's up on the left here. She's not, but there's an item I missed. Galarica Twig, never mind, okay. Just to avoid the grass, I'll go up round here. See if she's on the left here. She is not on the left here. Hey, red apricorn, missed that earlier. Alright. She's not on this bridge. And then we'll just double check to see if she's along this path here. Because she can be. Alright, she's not. Okay. So now we'll head back out towards the desert area. Chansey's worrying. That's right. See, there's the blonde haired lady we don't want to speak to because she wants to do a trade. Sorry, but not today. I think she can spawn on the left here, but I've never really seen her there. But I'm just checking just in case. That one time she does. Dodge the Kingler. And now we're onto the beach here. Check this beach. Nope, nothing there. I'm checking by the tree. She's not by the tree. She's not by this outcrop. So now we head for the tunnel. Okay, she's not at the entrance. This is a bit risky because the Sandshrew and the Cubone spawn suddenly. But nothing there. Okay, good. Right, so next it is the rock on the right here, and she's by the rock. So that's our third one. I think. That's another 4 pink ones. So that's 12 we've had so far. She hasn't respawned by the tree. She hasn't, funny enough, respawned by the rock, which would be quite funny. Respawns in exactly the same place that she's just encountered last. There we go. Alright. Back up through the tunnel. Yep. I agree, Keybane. I'm not sure what you said, but I agree with you. And because we're just forced to respawn, she could, of course, now be by the rock or by the tree here. Not by the rock, and not by the tree. Now, you could take an option to go check down by the beach. It is right here, after all, so we could just do a quick look, just in case. She's not on that end, and she's not at that end. Alright, so carry on. Dodge the Kingler, of course, and the Crustles. And we're now going to go up and check by the tree on the left here. She's not there this time. Is she on the bridge? Nope. Okay. In which case we're heading up here. There's a blonde lady spawn, which we disregard. Is she under the lantern? Nope. So down we go into the cave. And we look out for any spawns here. Nothing yet. More notes. Are you going to be on the causeway this time? Nope, not the causeway. So now we cross the water there. She's not by the rock there. And we'll check this tree. Nope, she's not by the tree. Okay. Oh, you really have got to have your head with swivel here. You might accidentally encounter a Pokemon you weren't intending to. And as you can tell, folks, we're now heading back towards the Fields of Honour, and we are nearly at the conclusion of the run. So it wasn't... We didn't get too lucky in that one. We only had 3 appearances from our favourite Apricorn lady. But again, because we're coming back on ourselves, we'll check to see if she's on the beach. She's not there. She's not by the rocks over there again. I don't think she usually spawns further up the beach, but she could appear just down by the edge of the cliff. Just down here. And she's not there. So that completes a full run of my apricorn farming route. So, of course, because she spawns ad infinitum, you just keep going until you get more apricorns and you've reached. So, yeah, that brings me to the end of today's video. That is the apricorn farming route I tend to follow. And as you can see, just to double check, it results in a fair few apricorns. So hopefully it does the same just for you, and you can get all those rare Pokeballs that you're looking for. So, thank you for watching today's video. I hope you found this useful. Let me know in the comments below if you found this useful, and if you've got any suggestions for improving the route. Otherwise, don't forget to like and subscribe, as always. You know, that classic YouTube favourite. And I'll see you in the next video. Or maybe in my next stream. Catch me on Twitch. Link in my profile. Till next time, folks. Bye for now.